What's up, guys? So this is the follow-up video to the E85 conversion video. We've done about 5 or 6 revisions on this tune and the car is running really good. So today we're going to go over how the car has changed, some things to look for if you try to do this conversion yourself, and how everything's running now and stuff like that. So let's get into it. So it has been a few days since the last video. Here the car is in its current condition, and it is running really well. As far as drivability, looking at the E85 over the over regular 93, it starts up the same. Cold starts seem to be the same as what they used to be. No real problems there. Runs and drives the same. No problems there. Nothing different to report at all. There are some situations where the idle stays up a little bit longer than it used to, but that's a very minor issue. And other than that, as far as drivability goes, you would never know that I made a conversion. It just runs and drives exactly the same. Now, power-wise, it feels better. It's definitely noticeable. Torque-wise in particular, especially at higher RPMs, it seems to be definitely stronger than it was. And let me post in some videos here of it starting and running. And then as far as driving goes, I don't think a drive-by or a 0 to 60 is really going to do justice to the difference. So we'll tackle that probably in another video. I have an idea there. But the only other thing I wanted to mention, just in case anyone is curious about this, the E85 runs at a richer air-fuel ratio than gas does, but the wideband oxygen sensors really only read oxygen. They sort of estimate the ratio. So if they're not set up to read alcohol, they're not going to show you the real air fuel ratio. They're going to show you similar numbers to, if it's running right, to what they were showing on gas, because basically, I don't know exactly how to explain this, but basically, if it's running at the optimal mix that the air is all getting burnt up like it's supposed to, then the gauge is going to read the same. To get the wideband sensors to read correctly on E85, you have to switch them over to that. But you don't really have to do that, because it's just going to read that it's like 14.7 to 1 when it's where it's supposed to be, which isn't the actual air fuel ratio with E85, but that means it's right. It means it's where it's supposed to be. So I know that was probably complicated, but I wanted to mention that. Otherwise, everything is working really good. So I think the next thing to do with this car, I have a few things that we're going to do. We need to keep improving drivability. Power-wise, I'm honestly pretty happy right now. I don't think we're going to do anything else horsepower-wise for a while, because the car feels like we're in the territory where transmission problems would be more likely, and this thing does still have a stock transmission in it, so I don't think we're going to push our luck much more there. I am going to take it back to the drag strip soon, so we can see what kind of real-world differences that we've made in acceleration, see if it's faster than it used to be. And we'll probably try to get it back to the dyno and see what kind of horsepower numbers we're making now. So that'll be later videos, but we're definitely going to do that. And then I've got some other things we're going to work on, some little kind of maintenance, small upgrades, We need to figure out something with wheels because the stock '07 GT 17s are only on here temporarily. I am deciding whether I want to put the wheels that are on the '07 back on this car and then buy wheels for the '07, or if I want to leave those wheels on the '07 and buy new wheels and stickier tires for this car. So let me know what you would do there, but that I'm still thinking about. Otherwise, there's some little maintenance stuff. This seat is now torn pretty badly. It was fine when I let the car sit, and it's just gotten worse as it sat here. So I'm either going to need to track down a new driver seat, or I may convert it to the 04 Plus seats because I do like those seats too. Or we could put race seats in it. I don't know what I want to do there. If you have an idea, drop it in the comments and let me know. But that's another thing that's coming up. But as far as the E85 goes, I'm pretty happy with the swap. There are not a lot of negatives. Like I said, startup, running, driving, everything is pretty much normal. So if you do switch to E85 and it's done correctly, you're not going to notice a difference. The stock pump seems to be holding up fine. I'm not running lean at higher RPMs or anything like that. So far we're looking pretty good. It has lost some mile per gallon, which was expected. It's gone through its gas a little faster than normal. I don't daily this car, so that's not a big concern. I have other cars to drive. I drive this to the drag strip or maybe a car show or like a meet maybe. So it's not really a big deal to me, but that is something to think about if you daily your car and you're thinking about E85 swapping it. You will lose a little mile per gallon, but the fuel is also a lot cheaper, which is really nice. So I would say overwhelmingly the positives of this swap outweigh the negatives, and I would recommend the E85 swap to anyone trying to make more power safer, because it really knocks down the spark knock possibility. It keeps the cylinders cooler. You can run more compression, can run more boost, can run more timing, and it just keeps the engine from blowing up. So it is nice. And my overall feeling is this was a good swap. I would definitely do it again. It wasn't that hard. It was pretty much injectors and a tune. So not a big deal at all. So that's about it for the E85 part. Videos are going to start coming back out weekly, hopefully, on this channel starting now. They will be like I used to do on different subjects, different weeks. We're probably going to hop back over to the Malibu pretty soon because I've got a couple things I want to do to it. The Honda Accord is going to get some more stuff done as we get it ready to be on the road. We're going to do some more stuff on the red car. We're going to take the red car and do some stuff. We've also got some plans for the '07. So all that is coming. But all that being said, I think I'm pretty much done for this video. E85, good. We like it. No problems there. You guys can kind of see the swap. There's not much to it. So I will let you guys go for this video. I hope it was at least somewhat informative. I know not a lot happened here, but starting next week, new videos coming on lots of different things. So stay tuned. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Make sure you like and comment on this video. Let me know what you'd like to see or what you think I should do with these cars. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for watching, and peace.